Grand Rising to the massive and crew. Grand Rising, Tonya.
Grand Rising, Paula. Here we are again.
Yes, guys, we because we have the online community, we're seeing each other like 4 times per week. So of course, we had a session last night. So literally, we had a session last night, and we're waking up again, and we're having a session this morning. But it is wonderful. I just want to say hi to everyone that's on my early birds. You see Halima under
Halima,
the Panama skies first.
wonderful. You
Overflowing
could
with
join us
gratitude.
live. Beautiful.
Yes. And Karen, good morning. And Iris, good morning. Grand Rising. Janet, Grand Rising. Dee and Somoto,
Mhm.
Grand Rising. Faith, Grand Rising. True to Love,
To love.
Grand Rising. Stuart and Felicia. I see some new names. So if you are new
Yeah.
here, welcome. If you joined
True
from
to
the
love
IG,
from New Jersey. True to love.
really
You're in my neck of the woods.
nice, nice. Grand Rising, ladies and gentlemen. We are so happy to see everyone. As usual, we come this morning ready to share, ready to introspect, and ready to sit with each other and anchor in more light because the
Yeah.
Lord knows we need more
Yeah.
light being anchored on this planet. It's so
Yeah.
nice to see persons from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see you all here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you
Yeah.
all. And hello, Shalom from Montreal, Canada. Long time no see. It's good to see everyone back
Felicia
again.
from the Virgin Islands. Welcome, Felicia.
Yes, I see that.
Andromeda from Georgia. Okay.
Right.
Tony
Yeah.
joining in from California. Beautiful. Thank
Right.
you all for being here. We love it when we see people from all over joining us. So
Absolutely.
exciting.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Guys, I just want to thank you again, everybody who's joining, whether you're joining live or later on in the day. It is so important. It's important to me, but it's more important for humanity and it's also important for yourself. When you take this time, you carve out this time to just sit in silence also with other like minded people and other people who understand that we're sitting here anchoring in more light, forming a light grid around the planet and nourishing the planet's earth grid, then it means that you are a cut above the rest. Because you could be sleeping, or you could be scrolling, what they call doom scrolling on IG, but you've chosen instead to sit here consciously and intentionally to shift timelines. And so we truly, truly appreciate you. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Tonya to open the way for this morning's meditation and to share her introspections, the downloads that she has received, and just some words that usually hit home with everyone in some way, shape, or form. Over to you,
Thank
Tonya, and
you. Thank you.
welcome to everyone.
Okay, so we're inviting everyone to just be comfortable, become still, and be present right now. And as you know, we like to anchor in with at least 3 deep breaths. So, how about we just take 3 deep breaths right now and just follow the rhythm of your breath? Feel free to keep your eyes open or closed as we join collectively for this meditation, which will come later. But we're going to anchor ourselves in as one with 3 breaths. Inhale, hold at the top for a moment, and exhale. And again, inhale deeply, as deep as you can, a little deeper this time, just feeling the breath flow in through your nose, your throat, your chest, and fill your abdomen. And hold it at the top and exhale. And maybe exhaling just a little bit more air. And for the third time, take a deep breath, going just a little deeper if you're able to. Hold it at the top, 2, 3, and release. Notice how you feel, just a little more relaxed than when you started. Allow your shoulders to be comfortable. You can rest your palms on your knees, down for grounding, because this meditation is going to facilitate us grounding further. Noticing our alignment with all that is, with the one, with the source. And as we acknowledge this 5-5 date, time on the Igbo, we also acknowledge that this is a time of freedom, of growth, of change and transformation. We welcome the harvest of all that we have received thus far this year. We welcome the transformation, living in the present, recognizing the abundance and opportunities that are all around us, acknowledging even the small steps that carry us towards significant growth and transformation. It's time for us to let go of the past and align with purpose and destiny. Trusting our intuition, embracing our true self, establishing our personal freedom and sovereignty as truth of our experience. We say yes to unconditional love with open and grateful hearts, knowing that gratitude is but a strong magnet for all that we desire, for our highest good. And if we can just take one moment each day in silence to give thanks, to notice, and be aware. Even with our bodies, the perfection with which it was made, the ability within it to heal itself, to maintain a state of equilibrium and wholeness. As our vessel within which we move and live and have our being. And so it's with great pleasure and honor that I invite you now for just a moment of silence, just to acknowledge all that is. Acknowledge the peace, love, and compassion within, knowing that as within, so without. As above, so below. We are the creators of this heaven on earth experience. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Tonya. Always nailing it. We appreciate your introspection so much. So this morning, as you can see in the caption, and as I said over on IG for those who came from there, we are working with the 5-5 portal. What this means is that we are in the fifth month. We're on the fifth day of the fifth month. And this is based on the Igbo calendar, which is a 13-month calendar, which means the new year started on March 20th, okay, which is the spring equinox. So we are in the fifth month of the year based on the Igbo calendar. And this calendar is not familiar to a lot of us. And so what we have done is we have invited Dr. Claudette Anderson, whom I met last year, who introduced us to the Igbo calendar. And she introduced it within the context of Jamaica and the fact that there are so many Igbos in Jamaica. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to invite Dr. Claudette on, and she's going to speak about the Igbo cosmology around 5. Now, in the West, we associate 5 with change in numerology. And I think change would be a good description of what is going on right now. And so this meditation is also a call to be able to tolerate change, embrace change, even invite change without the resistance that we normally associate with change. We all are inherently predisposed to resisting change. But if we would embrace change and be one with change, things would be so much different. Yeah? We're not fighting, we're flowing with change. And that's a whole different level. And that's the level that we want to get everyone to be able to embrace in the coming minutes, hours, days, weeks, and months. Because it is our ability to accept change and flow with change that's going to make us not just survive, but thrive. But enough of the West. Let's go into the ancient wisdom and knowledge around the 5-5. So I'm going to remove you, Tonya, and add Dr. Claudette to the stage. Let's see. It's not really working from that device. All right, great. Dr. Claudette, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Paula. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone.
Thank you
Good
so much.
morning, everyone. I hope
Thank you
everybody
so much for
is
being
great.
here.
Yes.
We are great. These are
Ready
the
for
morning people
change.
you're talking to. These are the morning people you're talking to, Dr. Claudette. They're great.
They're up and with it. They're up and with
They
it.
are. They
Beautiful.
are. They
Beautiful.
are. So we're going to be talking about this 5 within the Igbo calendar. I mean, Igbo context. And so I know you're going to switch off your camera, but can you just introduce the concept and then you can switch off and I'll know that's my cue to put up the image.
The image. Beautiful. Good morning, everyone. Good morning again. Grand rising. Yes. So I want to welcome you to the 5th month. A month that is dedicated to the Holy Spirit. And the month that is dedicated to Agu. We use the Igbo word Agu, Holy Spirit, and a month in which we celebrate ourselves as a microcosm of the universe. So we say the month belongs to Agu, and it's a month in which we celebrate cosmic design. So, as Paula was saying, we think of ourselves as change, right? So, hence, cosmic design. If we see ourselves as a microcosm, then this affirms our connection to all that is. And so we want to use the image of the pentagram to start with as we deliberate. So I'm asking you to listen to my voice. It's a little, but here we go. So within the Igbo context, um, five as cosmic design. You see yourself in a circle of change. It's a beautiful conception, the self as a circle of change. And what is it that enables that change? Spinning of the wheel. So here we go. What are the things that we associate with spirit? These are concepts that are hard to express and hard to grasp. But look at where we started. We said that everything came from one, then it split into two, then it separated, then it came back together in the fourth month where we celebrated form. And this month, we're celebrating transformation. And so again, we're looking at the progress of cosmic design, cosmic order, and the cycle of life. So you saw yourself as four, but what is this four? Traditionally, people say it's the quintessence, the ether, the spirit. So this is the month where you celebrate your spirit, where you celebrate the spirit. Within the Igbo context, Agu is female. She's the mother Holy Spirit. And so this representation that we're looking at here, the womb, the center, the self, the womb, the center, the self. In it we live and move and have our being. We say the elemental quintessence. We started off and we know the basic four: fire, water, air, and earth. But what is it that binds all of these together? What is this that becomes the head? What is it that becomes central? We say it's the fifth element, the quintessence. And it has to do with things invisible, right? Things we can't see. There's a way in which we can account for the other four. But this fifth thing that we somehow can say that we experience or perceive more so than see. Celebrate spirit. Celebrate the mother, Holy Spirit. And when we think of mother, we think kind of as that thing, that energy, that womb, through which we were transformed into human beings, but also kind of the head of all things. And so when we say that we're celebrating cosmic design, see yourself as a cosmic design, the pentagram in a circle. So we talk about five within the human context. We have the five senses, but we also are looking at this image and we see the five extremities, the two hands, the 2 feet, and the head. So you think also Mother Holy Spirit is the head of all. Again, the head, the center, the brain, the mind. The mind is this invisible thing that runs everything else. yourself as a microcosm of the universe, yourself in 5. I have 2 hands, and I have 2 feet, and I have my head. Within all human cultures, we have the sense that the head is the center pole, kind of. That's where we say something just drop in my head, That's where you say the light bulb go off. These are phrases that we use to describe the experience of spirit, and the experience of spirit as something that orders our lives, as something that comes and is within us. So again, the self as a container of spirit, the head as the Igbo say, God comes and then God goes. This notion of God as mind and thoughts coming and going in one's head. So 5 as head, 5 as the powerhouse. This is your brain. This is the invisible. Everything gets powered from the brain. Ton said Ashe a while ago. In Igbo, we say Ise. Ise is actually the number 5, and it means power. Ise, Ashe, power. We're saying 5. Paula, could we have the next image? How do we talk about no, the hand. We talk about power. We always use our hand, right? Our hands. See, 5 again, microcosm. We look at the thumb as the head, right? Which is also said, you don't have a thumb, very difficult to grasp. Within Igbo culture, the hand is aka, aka, aka. It holds truth, ofo. It's a staff. Ofo is the staff of truth and justice. And the hand, and in particular, the little finger, is used in oath taking, is used in initiation to signify and to affirm. What would you be without your fingers and your thumb? And the notion of cosmic design, when they say, this business of you pointing at someone and the thumb is pointing back at you, always this business of being in the head and reflection. But in terms of cosmic design, those 5 extremities that we just saw in the pentagram is also becomes realized in those other extremities, because our 2 feet and our 2 hands, we have 5 digits. So again, in terms of cosmic design, this notion that we are ourselves as a body within the universe, within that circle of life. And so we spoke about the 5 senses. We spoke about the 5 digits. We're speaking about the 5 digits. We're speaking about the 5 extremities. And so, Paula, you may bring back the third image. When you think of 5 and you think of quintessence, something is essential, right? Again, we have the 4 basic elements that we know of, that we can see, that we can touch, that we can interact with in a particular way. The spirit becomes the center, that everything that is nothing. And so when we talk about balance, when we talk about set, everything emanates that change, that transformation. The axle in the wheel, it's the axle that turns the wheel. It's the axle that creates change. It's the axle that transforms. And so spirit as the center of the wheel, as the axle of the wheel, as the thing that drives us, as that kind of invisible force or energy that makes us go. It speaks to interconnectivity because it's the center that connects out to the 4 and to the, as you can imagine, the numerous rays of energy that are emitted from the center. And so again, we're talking about the interaction of circles within circles, interconnectivity as represented by a wheel of change. The one thing that we know, apart from taxes and death, we hear is change, right? We live in the universe. Change, change. All things in life are temporary because the circle is complete and the wheel is always spinning, that invisible thing that spins the wheel. And so the self in cosmic design becomes then a powerhouse. So five within the Igbo context is associated with power. Ikenga, which represents balance. One of the ways to translate that word is the strength of the house, or as we would say, a powerhouse. So in this particular month, quintessence, the essential thing, the essential power of spirit, that is to say, to understand. In Jamaica, we say, don't walk out the soul case. To understand the human being as a container of solar energy, as a container of luminiferous ether, as a container of spirit, as a container of the quintessence. That we, as circles of interconnectivity, we as wheels ourselves spinning, even as the earth spins, and even as the earth spins around the sun, and even as we ourselves spin around the sun. Everything is connected by this invisible energy that somehow we've attributed to spirit. We call it the number five, and in Igbo context, we call it Ise when we want to affirm it. So let us, as we go into this month, celebrate ourselves as powerhouses, as transformative, interconnected beings living in balance in the earth. That's my 2 cents this morning. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Claudette. I mean, um, I I'm so happy that you're here just bringing this cosmology. It is so simple, but yet so connected to
Mhm.
everyday life, and all the things that we take for granted are being brought to the fore here. I never even thought about my hand within the context of the 5-5, or even the extremities and the body, and the four elements, the four directions, and then the fifth element being the fifth essence, the quintessential. you know that was powerful and profound for me, so thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And so we move into this month knowing that we are able to access the power. We are the powerhouses. And so we fear nothing.
He
And
said,
we know we have the power over change
yes.
and the power to change. So I kind of love how we're merging the two cosmologies, the ancient and the modern. So thank you so much, Dr. Claudette. And I just want to take this opportunity to invite everyone on behalf of Dr. Claudette. You will
Yes.
see a link. You want to tell us about that, Dr. Claudette, before you go?
Oh, yes. Inviting you this weekend. If you're a moviegoer, we're asking you to choose us on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight, 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Jamaica time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight time here. We're showing a film on Obeah as a fundraiser for our activities like this, knowledge reparation to do with the calendar. We're particularly raising funds for advocacy. um, we have filed a constitutional motion, or that is to say, constitutional motion has been filed for the repeal of the Obeah law in Jamaica. This hearing is going to be on the 25th of September. So we want to increase our advocacy. And so we're asking you to support us by coming out to watch this documentary that was co-produced by Unuchi Foundation. It's about Obeah. It dispels the myths surrounding it. It gives the history. We have scholars, we have practitioners giving their view on the repeal. So we're asking you to come out and support this documentary film, Spiritual Resistance, Reclaiming Our Identity. Saturday night, 7-8 p.m. Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
asking for a donation of 22 US dollars. Thanks.
Right. And this documentary was staged in Jamaica once, at the GATFEST, which is the Jamaica's film festival, and the second time at the Bob Marley Foundation, because one of the sponsors for this particular documentary is the Bob Marley Foundation. So you know, guys, that it's one of those very important thing if the Bob Marley Foundation threw its weight behind it, and the University of the West Indies as well. You can see it's a very important. Spiritual resistance is Jamaica. Jamaica is spiritual resistance. We have been fighting. We have that warrior spirit, and that warrior spirit is from the Igbos, and this is where all of it connects. And this is why we know that this calendar is the key to exiting the matrix. So guys, if you really want to get some insight into the Jamaican context and how we as Jamaicans have been fighting to retain and reclaim our spiritual, um what
Legacy.
we own, our legacy, yes,
Mhm.
then definitely tap in on Saturday and enjoy this very powerful documentary produced by Dr. Claudette Anderson. Thank you so much, Claudette.
Thank you.
And
See
thanks
you
for
on
waking up with
Saturday.
us. Definitely. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see. So, guys, we proceed in this morning's meditation because this morning we are all about embracing change and being the change that we want to experience in our lives. We're going to do our breath work and we're going to do our sound bath. But someone reached out to me last night and asked that we hold her and her family, especially this morning. That is Halima. We want she has a special request, a challenge that she's facing, but it's not a challenge. It's a change, and she's embracing the change. And she would love if we could all hold her family in this morning's meditation for a special um, thing that they are going to be going through tomorrow. And we are therefore holding Halima and her family, especially for a powerful and positive outcome to the situation that she faces. And we are confident that whatever the outcome is, it is by cosmic and spiritual design. And so we go this morning into the second half of the meditation, which is going to be our breath work. We're going to be doing 5 breaths this morning as we get ourselves ready to move into the meditative state. We take our breaths to center ourselves, especially that 5th essence, crown. Our right and hemisphere need to be synchronized so that we are able to bring in the light in an even and balanced way. and distribute that light throughout our body, through the nervous system. So at this time, we take a nice deep breath in and we breathe out gently through the lips. We breathe in again and we breathe out gently through the lips. Long breath. We breathe in again and we breathe out again through the lips. With every breath that we take in, we are bringing in all the positive energy, filling our lungs, massaging our solar plexus, and then releasing all the stale and stagnant air from the sleep time. So we're going to be doing box breathing, which is the quickest way of centering and grounding ourselves. And when we do the box breathing, we're going to be breathing in through the nostrils and breathing out through the nostrils. So we'll close our lips. When we breathe in to a count of 4, and then we hold to a count of 4, and then we breathe out slowly to a count of 4, and we hold out the breath to a count of 4. So I'll be guiding the breath work, and we are doing 5 breaths because we are working with the number 5 this morning. So we're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, breathe out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Final breath. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Now take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And now just get yourselves very relaxed, spine erect, and we're going to do the sound bath just to continue to raise the frequency in this meditative state, as well as to take your brain to the next level, closer to the meditative state. Continue to breathe slowly and intentionally to a count of 4. Breathwork is also synchronizing us with each other. This morning's activation, we open a portal within the stargate of our sun. We invite in for this morning's meditation our archangels and all the beings of light who hold a level of the cosmic Christ grid. We call in the beings of light from the central sun of the Pleiades and the great central sun of Sirius, where our ancestors reside. We call in the ancestors and we ask for our higher self also to be present in this morning's meditation. We ask for all these beings to strengthen and increase the light coming into our nervous system to be able to hold higher frequencies of light. And we ask these beings to assist us in enhancing and where necessary rebuilding the meridian circuits and also upgrading the chakras to accommodate more light. And as we breathe slowly and intentionally, we acknowledge the light from the sun, from our sun, from the great central sun, and from Sirius. We know the light from Sirius is still very strong because the Sirius portal probably does not close until the 25th of this month. So we invite in all the light to pour in from the cosmos above, from the heavens above us. And this light now pours in to us through the crown. We visualize now a column of golden light from our sun pouring in right through our bodies, from the crown right through our spinal column and all the way down, exiting between our legs and down into Mother Earth. We also visualize diamond white light from the central sun pouring through our crown, going right through our body. It's a column, and exiting between our legs and going down into Mother Earth. And then on top of the golden light from our sun and the diamond white light from the central sun, we add the electric blue light coming in from Sirius. That beautiful, powerful electric blue light is activating every aspect of our being, especially our throat chakra, which is that chakra that is bright blue. That throat chakra is the chakra that is most activated during this Sirius portal. That throat chakra is the chakra that is the bridge between our heart chakra and our third eye chakra. That chakra is the chakra that can bring in the change that we need in our lives at any given time. We speak to bring change. We speak to anchor in change, the change that we want to see in ourselves and in the world around us. So as this light continues to pour in, it activates all our chakras. First, our crown chakra, the chakra that connects us to the heavens, is activated by these lights. 3 different lights coming in to our human body from the cosmos, connecting us to the heavens and making us be the bridge between heaven and earth. As we breathe each breath, we breathe in this light. We breathe in the light that activates our third eye so that it becomes the primary sight, the eye that envisions the new earth, as well as the remembering of the ancient memories that unveil in the merging of our multidimensional and higher selves. And as we continue to breathe, we understand that this powerful quantum light activates our throat and then our heart as it continues to move down our chakra system. We focus on the qualities of the light codes that are coming in from the sun, from the central sun, and from the Pleiades, activating within us stability and alignment and integrity and truth. We breathe deeply and continue to experience these light codes deep within our soul, our core, and our chakra, all of them, both the higher ones and the lower ones. And while this light is pouring through, cleansing, clearing, and activating each of our chakras, we release, we let go of, we collapse and transcend all the traumas associated with this period that we are in. We continue to breathe, and the light pours down, activating our solar plexus. Our inner sun is being activated by this light. So breathe intentionally, knowing that the light from our sun, our central sun, and our great sun, great central sun, is now activating our inner sun, our solar plexus, having already activated our hearts, our unconditional love. And as we move down, we go to the sacral chakra near to our belly button or at our belly button. And that is the chakra of creativity, creation. And as we continue to breathe, the sacral chakra is activated. And here we release all the shame and blame and hurt and sadness from our bodies as we move into the root chakra, the chakra that is our foundation, our root, how we express whether we survive or thrive. And at this chakra, we now rescind and sever any and all vows and contracts that we need to heal in this now. Let us just breathe silently for a few moments, and we'll invite Rohan to the stage. He will guide us briefly as he clears us in preparation for our meditation. You may go ahead, Rohan. Welcome.
Welcome. Morning.
Morning, Rohan.
Good morning.
Welcome. Good morning to you.
Morning. Hi, morning.
Morning, Rohan. We are
Hi,
in the
morning to
middle
all
of the
everyone.
meditation.
Yes, yes. You hear me?
Yes, and we are just doing our guided meditation, but I wanted everyone to be aware that you are on and you are doing some clearing, and that while we are meditating now, you will be clearing, and so they may be feeling new sensations now that you have entered the meditation. So whether it's heat or cold or tingling or sensations in the head, in the neck, in the stomach, in the lower abdomen, in your extremities, you will begin to feel as Rohan clears whatever traumas you are holding at this time. Ron, over to you.
Okay, thank you. We can just simply notice our breath and put our attention on different sensations. I just basically go right into it.
As Rohan continues to clear, I will continue with the guided meditation. But please take note of all the sensations that you may be feeling, and do not be alarmed. You are simply being cleared by Rohan. So as we continue this morning's meditation, we affirm and release all karmic debts from all spiritual, emotional, mental, and astral bodies, and resolve all future conditions with grace and ease, and take on the pattern of perfection. We now release all unworthiness, all false beliefs, all addictions, all judgments that may have affected our physical bodies, and ask that the healing light that we have called in from the sun, from the central sun, and from this great central sun of Sirius will be activating throughout our body, through our liver, through our pancreas, through our kidney, through our gallbladder, through our lymph system, our bloodstream, our nervous system, our bones, our glands, our spleen, our heart, our lungs, our vascular system, our small and large intestines, our brain, our stomach, and our reproductive system. We now focus also on our heart chakra, and we visualize a beautiful green flame of light dissolving our pain body, our grief, our heartaches, our betrayals. And as we continue to be cleared, we affirm that we are an open heart in the golden age of light. And we are using this healing energy that we are getting from the sun, from the central sun, and from Sirius at this time to heal our body and to heal our energy field and lift up our body into the higher realms and the higher dimensional fields of light. We continue to focus on our throat chakra and our third eye, activating our pineal and pituitary glands and the 33 vertebrae of the spine and the crown chakra as we align into the cosmic heart of all creation and affirm the embodiment of our higher selves and our I am selves and the path of both physical and spiritual ascension. We bring into focus at this time our oversoul and our helpers and guides and angels. And we dedicate this connection that we have made to our highest clearing as we align with Divine Source. At this time, we continue being cleared and we ask for clearing of all our lower frequency energies, all interferences, all negative agreements that work against the light made with any and all individuals, groups, and organizations across all time, space, dimensions, incarnations, and timelines. We ask for a clearing of all blood, family, ancestral, and other lifetimes, and present lifetime interferences, and all interferences from religious and spiritual groups and spiritual teachers across all time and space. We ask for a clearing of all layers and levels of our soul and any programming concerning the descent into our current body. As we wrap up this morning's meditation, we affirm that we are cultivating our inner light. So much light pouring through us now from the heavens through our crown chakra and continuing right through, exiting our between our legs and down into Mother Earth. As we continue to breathe, that beautiful column of light now goes all the way down to the core of Mother Earth, connecting us to heaven and to earth. And as we continue to breathe, what we are doing is cultivating our inner light. What we are doing is anchoring the light so that we are now points of light on this earth. And all together now, 55 of us are the light grid that is holding the earth in this moment in time. 55 of us have chosen to be here and be present on the 5-5 portal to hold this light grid around the planet and to be the transmitters of light in this moment. And when we end this morning's meditation, we will walk into the day, into the coming weeks, into the coming months, knowing that we are transmitters of light. We are holders of light, and we are the anchors for the light grid. We are the ones holding Mother Earth and assisting Mother Earth in the birthing process. And while we do that, we will use our throat chakra to activate and speak into being the changes that we want to see as we anchor in heaven on earth. We affirm right now, in this moment, the liberation of all the countries that are currently being oppressed through any kind of control or manipulation or genocide. We speak specifically to the genocides taking place in the Congo, in Sudan, in sub-Saharan Africa, in Haiti, and in Gaza. We spend just one moment sending our powerful light that we have just brought in. We are sending it to those places, knowing that the light dissolves the darkness. The light dissolves the oppression. The light dissolves the control and manipulation. And as we continue to breathe in the silence, we send that light to all the countries that we have just mentioned. And as we continue to breathe, we now send light and healing and comfort to all those countries dealing with unprecedented flooding. We are sending our light and our unconditional love and flooding them instead with light and love to minimize the grief, the loss, and the suffering. And as we continue to breathe, we affirm protection of humanity from all pharmaceutical and technological attacks that are planned or that are ongoing. We use that same light as a weapon to dissolve and destroy those attacks of a pharmaceutical and technological nature, because light is a technology, and that light can dismantle any plans that are plans made in darkness or that are plans of darkness. And as we continue to breathe, all 55 of us, we seek with each breath, synchronized breath. We seek to neutralize all plans for future use and ongoing use of HARP and any other geoengineering equipment and technology designed to manipulate weather. We glitch those technologies now with our light. We neutralize them now with our love and our light and our intentions to neutralize them. And while we continue to breathe, we affirm the soothing of Mother Earth, the soothing of her waters, her currents, both water currents and air currents. And we soothe and release of the tectonic pressure that is currently being built up in different parts of the world, in Japan, along the west coast of North America and South America, along the Ring of Fire, where the volcanic energy is building up. We ask for gentle release because we have the power in our throat to speak these new timelines into being. Timelines where earth changes will be gentle rather than cataclysmic. We speak that the earth changes are gentle and harmonious with humanity at this time. We declare and decree gentle and harmonious release of whatever tensions and pressures are within the tectonic plate. And we speak to the gentle flow of atmospheric currents around the earth and in the waters. And we speak knowing that our words have power this morning. And wherever we are, we will be safe. We will be protected. And we will be comforted. And wherever we are, we will be able to spread comfort to anyone else around us experiencing any kind of discomfort at all. And so we end this meditation knowing that we have spoken into reality a newer and more gentler timeline for humanity, for ourselves, and for Mother Earth. And so it is. We breathe deeply in and we breathe out. We breathe gently in and we breathe out. And we open our eyes, knowing it is done, it is done, it is done. Handing over to you, Ruan. Adding
Alright.
Tonya back to the stage.
Let me unmute. Thank you, Paula. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Once again, and definitely hearing from Dr. Claudette solidified a better understanding of our cosmic design on the microcosm level. So giving thanks for her wisdom sharing once again. And while you were doing the meditation, it just came to me that in alignment with the five that we're talking about, our fifth chakra, the throat chakra, where we're speaking. And, you know, for a long time, we've been talking about the power of our words and reminding us all to speak responsibly. So I just want to share in closing a brief quote from the poet Rumi. Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. The first gate, is it true? The second gate, is it necessary? And the third gate, is it kind? So thank you all once again.
Thank you, Tonya. That's a beautiful confirmation. I didn't even think about the fact that the throat chakra is the fifth chakra, and we are within the Sirius portal, which I think is an activation of the fifth chakra, which just shows you that the Igbo calendar is more aligned to the cosmic orientations. So thank you for bringing that up and confirming so that we're all able to understand that the fifth, the 5-5 portal is in fact aligned with the Sirius Rising and the Sirius portal. So, and it speaks to us also wanting to always remember that during this period and the period beyond, our throat chakra is most important. We actually do have the power, especially the ones of us here that have taken the time to cultivate the inner light. We have the power to speak new timelines into being, both at the personal level and at the collective level. So if there are things that you do not like, you speak with power and positivity the thing you want to see. You speak with positivity and power of the things you want to see. So stop complaining about the government, about the crime, about the men, about the women. Speak what it is that you want to see right now in your life and in your community and on the planet. Just like we are here speaking into being heaven on earth. We are speaking it, we are speaking it, we are speaking it. We were audacious a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, to think, oh, we're wanting to create the heaven on earth community. But right now, heaven on earth is becoming the reality of a large group of us. Again, I want to encourage anybody who is here at this meditation to join our heaven on earth community. We are connecting perhaps 3 times a week. Myself, Tonya, and Rohan are together creating that community with a number of people who are here, just acknowledging the Heaven on Earth community members. I consider everybody who has been attending this meditation, this morning portal meditation, a part of the community. What we are doing is solidifying it a little bit more and really working with the group to clear them of all the traumas that they are carrying so that they can step into their role as birthers of new earth, as the midwives of new earth, without the trauma that kind of can get in your way. When we clear ourselves of trauma once and for all, we are able to hold space more effectively for other people without projecting on them or labeling them or judging them. We are able to hold them with clarity and with unconditional love. And so I encourage you all, if you haven't yet, just go to paulaherlock.live, Live, not paulaherlock.com, paulaherlock.live, and join the community. And we get to connect with each other a whole lot. We also affirm for Halima that her personal challenges will change. Her challenges will change. And we are going to all affirm that our challenges on the personal level will also change. And so we end this morning's meditation in gratitude for this beautiful space, for all the beautiful people here, for my co-hosts, Rohan Clark, Tonya Bob, and Dr. Claudette, And for every one of you, I see South Africa, I see the Caribbean, I see the West Coast, I see the East Coast, I see the UK, I see Ireland, I see all over this planet. You guys have planted yourselves where you are, and you are anchoring in the light, and I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything else from Tonya? Anything else from Rohan before we end?
Okay. It's interesting because we're actually doing a lot of work around not when we weren't being told the truth in the spiritual and energetic realm, early in life stuff and traumas in the lineage around not being telling the truth by authority figures, unreligious programming, unhealthy religious programming, unhealthy beliefs, conclusion, judgments, and some fear of loss times when we weren't told the whole truth and didn't get what we needed as a child. So we're doing a lot of work around that, interestingly, in this whole area.
Very interesting. So, guys, what Rohan is saying that as he cleared, those were the things he was picking up, right? And I suspect that might be so because we have quite a number of new people joining us this morning, and so there may be a little struggle around these new concepts that are being shared in this meditation, and the fact that some of the programming, the religious programming that we've had, we're now, you know, recognizing them, acknowledging them. Again, that's part of accepting and embracing the change and embracing it gently, not fighting it. You understand? So thank you so much, Rohan, for bringing that to our attention. Guys, this is why it's so important to have different persons with different gifts sharing with us. I really appreciate the fact that we have someone that is actually clearing us and able to share with the collective the overall theme that he's picked up from this group, the group Oversoul. So thank you, Rohan, for that. Tonya, final words?
Oh, I'm complete.
You're
No
complete.
final words. Just thanking everyone for being here and reminding everyone to, again, speak responsibly. Okay.
Yes, yes. I just want to acknowledge someone from South America, Suriname. I don't think we've ever had anybody from South America, so it's wonderful to have you know. And I just want you to know that you're holding a grid point in South America for this whole meditation. And yes, Katita, I see your comment. Yes, I am happy that you are all here. And I know that your tears are tears of clearing and cleansing. So it's wonderful for you to shed tears during the meditation. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings our meditation to an end. Thank you. Have a most amazing day and go out and shine your light and share your unconditional love and speak your truth and speak realities, new realities into being and speak new timelines into being. Thank you very much.